Hello everyone, welcome to today's Yin Yoga practice. Today we're going to be focusing on the hips. We're going to start with some other warm-ups because I feel that if we do some warm-ups for the body, the energy, then we get more benefit out of our Yin Yoga practice. So let's begin by coming into the comfortable seat for a moment to settle ourselves, sitting with the spine nice and tall, bringing the first finger and thumb together, relaxing the hands and the legs. Let's close our eyes. Bring our full attention, our full awareness within ourselves. Let's begin to relax the body and mind, taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly like a balloon, then opening the mouth and sighing out the exhalation with sound. Deep inhale, fill every cell with breath and energy, and exhale to release. Last time, full body breath, and exhale to soften the body and mind. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. We start every yoga session with 3 ohms. This is a healing vibration that we send into the body and mind and into the world around us. Let's take a nice deep breath in together. Taking a moment to set your personal intention for this class. Let's begin to open our eyes. And we'll start by coming to the standing position on the mat for our warm-ups before our Yin Yoga practice. So let's begin by bringing the feet shoulder width apart, a little bit wider than the hips, gentle bend in the knees, and we start with the bouncing. This bouncing and shaking is a truly effective way to release tension and to massage the organs, the joints, the connective tissue, the muscles, everything vibrates. So we help to release tension, release blockages with this bouncing. We start by gently bouncing the knees. You can go as strong or as soft as you like. Remember to breathe in through the nose and let the breath fall out through the mouth. Let's close our eyes and begin to look within. Throughout our yoga practice, we are always looking within to experience not only the physical body, but the subtle aspects of ourselves, more refined than the physical body. Keep bouncing, shaking. You can shake the hands out if you like. And I do this every single morning. It's a great way to wake up. Release tension. It even gets the brain to become more clear and focused. So you can do this every day, anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. If you want a little bit more intense, we bounce the heels. You can feel that stronger vibration. In through the nose, out through the mouth with the breath. And slowly come back to stillness. Close the eyes, take a deep relaxing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel that gentle vibration within, a sense of release. Always connecting to the breath. Now let's continue. Feet are hip width apart now. This will help to get the energy flowing as we inhale, reach up and back gently. As we exhale through the mouth, bend the knees, bring the hands back and up, and then inhale, bend the knees again with the bounce all the way up to the top. So let's exhale through the mouth, arms up, and bounce down again. Inhale up, and we'll do this a few more times. Last one. Inhale up and hold. Hold that breath in, expand the lung capacity. Come back to standing straight. Exhale the arms to the sides and down. Let's take a deep, relaxing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Looking within, already feeling transformation as it's happening. Let's do our last gentle warm-up. This is another one that I do every single morning because it massages the entire spine, affecting the nervous system and the brain. So, gentle bend in the knees. Come and look over each shoulder. Arms are completely relaxed. Keep the knees gently bent. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and bring your mind and breath into your spine. As you know, wherever the mind goes, the energy flows. So throughout the yoga practice, we are always using the power of concentration, the focus of the mind, to go deeper into the energetic practice. This is a beautiful massage. All of the spine. The spine is the most important part of the body in our yoga practice. It's the health of the nervous system and the brain. If we do this every morning, anywhere from 30 seconds to 3 minutes, you'll feel an amazing opening of the biggest energy channel in the spine. Of course, this feeds the brain. So you don't have to have a long practice every morning. You can do it for 3 or 4 minutes and still get a great effect. You bounce for a minute or two, then you do this twisting movement for a minute or two, and you feel much more awake, ready to take on the day. Slowly unwind, back to stillness. Close the eyes and take a deep, relaxing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Very nice. Closing the eyes, looking inside and feeling the benefits in the spine and the flow of the energy. Now let's get ready to start our Yin Yoga practice by coming to the standing position with the feet hip width apart. Inhale the arms up, reach to the sky, keep that length. As you exhale, gently folding forward from the hips. Now we can bend the knees just a little bit, clasping the elbows. We'll start with some gentle swaying side to side, beginning to release in the lower back. You move the head any direction you like, helping to release in the neck. To begin, let's take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Any movements you like here. In a moment, we're going to come into stillness, so let these movements release your body into this forward fold. And as we stay in the forward fold, we allow the blood and the energy to flow into the brain, into the energy centers in the brain. So generally, you turn the body, inverted posture with the head below the heart. We have tremendous benefits. The yogis believe that turning the body upside down reverses the clock of aging. Let's come back into stillness. Keep holding the elbows here, or you can choose to release the hands to the floor. When we hold the elbows, it creates a little bit more weight. We call this dangling. Now let's bring the weight into the center of the feet. Try not to lean forward onto the toes or the heels. Let the head relax completely. Close the eyes. Begin to connect to the long, slow, deep breath. As you inhale, fill every inch of the body with breath and energy. And as you exhale, let everything soften and relax. And we follow each breath to the end and find that beautiful moment of stillness, the pause. pause at the end of the breath before the next breath begins. Now it's important in our Yin Yoga practice to keep the body still. The stillness of the body helps to create the stillness of the mind. And it allows the connective tissue to release deeper and deeper. All that is moving now is the breath. The mind is resting on the breath. Throughout every yoga practice, we are aware of our thoughts and our mind. The mind loves to run around, and this steals our energy. So the yoga practice is not only a physical practice, it's also a mental practice. Every time we find the mind drifting, it's our practice to gently bring the mind back to the breath. We never fight with the mind. It's a simple game of playing the concentration game with the mind. Anytime the mind starts to drift, it's okay, that's what the mind loves to do. Have some compassion and patience for yourself, for your mind. And simply guide the mind back to the breath again and again. Let's take a gentle inhale together. And as we exhale, bend the knees, release the hands, chin to the chest. As we inhale, rolling the spine up slowly. The head coming up last. Closing the eyes. We'll take a deep, relaxing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. With the eyes closed, we look within. Feeling the physical sensations in the physical body. Noticing the gentle flow of energy, that soft vibration within. Becoming aware of your emotional and mental state without giving it a name, a label, or a story. Simply observe your internal state. After every posture, we have this awareness phase to observe the effects of the posture. This is a very important part of our practice, becoming aware of the transformation as it's happening. We move into the next posture by spreading the feet a little bit wider, turning the toes out to 45 degrees as we inhale, the arms to the sides and up, palms together. As we exhale, slowly sinking down into the squatting pose. Let's bring the elbows inside the knees, palms together. As we press the thumbs gently to the center of the chest, the elbows press the knees a little bit wider. Now, if your heels are off the floor, you can put a cushion, a blanket, a rolled up mat under the heels so that you can relax into the posture. Let's begin with the chin parallel to the floor and close our eyes. Remember, it's important to keep the body still in this practice. Every time we move the body, we actually also move the mind. Let's connect to the breath. We're going to do the wave breath, 3-part breath. As you inhale, fill your belly, then hold for a moment. Inhale deeper into the chest, expand the ribs and hold for a moment. Then inhale all the way to the top of the lungs and the top of the head and hold for a moment there. Exhale in the opposite direction, 1/3 of the way down, then pause for a moment. And exhale from the ribs and the chest for a moment, pausing. And exhale all the way to the end. Let the belly move back to the spine and hold for a moment with the lungs empty. Let's do one more together. Inhale into the belly, expand the belly, then hold the breath. Inhale deeper into the ribs, expanding the ribs and holding for a moment. Then inhaling to the top of the lungs and the top of the head and holding with the lungs full. Moving the opposite direction as we inhale 1/3 of the way down, pausing for a moment. Exhaling another 1/3 of the way down, releasing the chest and ribs. Pausing for a moment here. And exhaling, releasing the belly, moving the belly to the spine and pausing for a moment with the lungs empty. One more round on your own. Now you can choose to stay in this posture, or you may deepen the posture by releasing the hands forward and allowing the neck and head to gently sink forward. If that feels like it's too intense, you're welcome to stay in the starting position. Wherever you are, find the stillness in your body and connect to the breath. Now, as you inhale, draw the energy from the center of the earth into the root chakra, the energy center at the base of your spine. As you exhale, send your energetic roots down into the earth. This posture helps us to activate and balance the energy center at the base of the spine, which is the source of our vitality. It's our connection to the nurturing energy of the earth. So with every inhale, pull the energy from the center of the earth and all around the earth into your battery at the base of your spine. And every exhale, send your energetic roots down into the earth. As you follow each breath to the end, allow your body and mind to relax into that moment of stillness, the pause at the end of every breath. With each exhalation, focus on relaxing and letting go, softening the body more and more with each breath out. Gently releasing the pose as we inhale. Going back up as we exhale, sitting right back down onto the mat. Straightening the legs, spreading the feet as wide as the mat. Hands behind the back, coming into a comfortable, relaxed position, taking a deep, relaxed breath. Closing the eyes and looking within. Feeling the physical sensations in the physical body. Becoming aware of the gentle vibration, the flow of energy within. Notice how each posture has an effect on the emotions and the mind. Self-awareness is the true practice of yoga. Let's continue with our next hip opening posture. Bring the left leg in front of the body, in front of the hip. We'll take the right knee out to the side and place the inside, the sole of the right foot against the inside of the left leg. So that knee is bent, sole of the foot resting against the inside of the left leg as we inhale the arms up. Now reach as high as you can, keep that length, and gently exhale forward towards the top of the mat. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, wave up through the spine, reach to the sky. Then exhale, fold forward, keep that length. 1 more time. Inhale, waving the spine up. And exhale, reaching forward. You can hold the foot, the ankle, the shin. You can even just allow the hands to sink here. Now, if this is a little bit challenging for you, you can place a cushion or a blanket under the buttocks. And if you need to, you can bend the knee a little bit to release tension. Let's find the stillness in the body and connect to the breath. Closing our eyes, let's start with the 3-part wave breath. Same as last position. As you inhale, fill the belly, then pause, holding the breath for a moment. Inhaling deeper, filling the chest, then pause and hold for a moment. Inhale all the way up to the top of the lungs and the top of the head, and pause, holding the breath with the lungs full. Exhaling the opposite direction, 1/3 of the way down, then pause, holding the breath. Exhaling another 1/3 of the way down, releasing the chest and pausing to hold the breath for a moment. Finally exhaling, releasing the belly, moving to the spine with the belly and holding for a moment with the lungs in. Next 2 rounds in your own time. Wherever you are, bringing the body into stillness. Only the breath is moving now. If you feel tension anywhere in your body, guide that deep breath into the tension to expand the body there. And as you exhale, slowly soften the body and mind with each breath out. Remembering to find that moment of stillness at the end of every breath to help stabilize and calm the mind. practice, we hold the postures for at least 90 seconds because it takes at least 90 seconds to release the fascia, the connective tissue. You'll notice that the longer you stay in the posture, generally the body begins to release more and more the longer you stay. So you simply approach each posture as a new meditation, focusing on the breath, allowing the body and mind to soften with each breath out. As we inhale, we gently lift the chest, place the hands on the mat behind the back, spread both feet forward as wide as the mat. Let's take a deep, relaxing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. As we close the eyes to look within, we feel the difference between the left side of the body and the right side of the body. Every time that we bring the body into the mind, we bring the mind into the present. Every time we bring the mind into the body, into the breath, the mind becomes present. Let's change to the other side, straightening the right leg in front of the body, in front of the right hip. We'll bend the left knee and take the sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Now let's inhale the arms up and reach up, lengthen up as far as you can. As you exhale, slowly reach forward, keep reaching through the fingertips. Then inhale, wave the spine up, reach as high as you can, keeping that length as you exhale forward. A little bit deeper perhaps, then inhale, wave the spine up. Reach up as long as you can, keep that length as you exhale forward. And hold the foot, ankle, shin, and gently relax the hands to the floor. Close our eyes. And begin with a three-part wave breath. As you inhale, fill the belly, and hold for a moment. Inhaling deeper, expanding the chest, and holding for a moment. Then inhaling to the top of the lungs and the top of the head, holding here for a moment with the lungs full. Exhaling in the opposite direction, 1/3 of the way down, and pausing for a moment here. Exhaling another 1/3 of the way down, releasing the ribs, pausing here for just a moment. Then exhaling to the end, emptying the belly moves to the spine gently, and pausing here with the lungs empty. 2 more rounds in your own time. We keep the body still. And we follow every breath to the end. Allowing the body and mind to soften into the stillness at the end of every breath. the stillness within is one of the greatest forms of therapy and medicine that we can access for ourselves. Everything arises from stillness and returns to stillness. And this peaceful state of stillness is always the core of our being. So coming back to the essence of this stillness within is therapy for our busy modern life and our busy mind. Every day, coming back to stillness is like a reset button, calming the nervous system. And let's gently release, inhaling slowly to rise, exhaling the hands behind the back onto the mat. And inhale, spreading the feet as wide as the mat with the legs straight. We'll take a deep, relaxing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Closing the eyes and looking within to observe the benefits of your practice. Become the witness consciousness, the observer of your experience. Let's change to the next posture, slowly opening the eyes. Let's cross the ankles and lean forward. Placing the hands towards the top of the mat. Step the feet back. Gently lower the body down onto the mat. Let's rest the forehead on the back of the hands as a pillow. Take a deep, relaxing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time if you like. Let everything go as you melt into the mat. Move into the next posture. Let's spread the left foot as wide as you can and turn the toes out to the side. Slide the right foot as far out as you can, turning the toes away from the body, and allow the inner ankle to drop down towards the floor. Now we're coming into a nice counter stretch for the back after the last few forward folds. Coming into the Sphinx pose, we bring the elbows under the shoulders. Check and make sure they're in the proper alignment. Arms are parallel with the fingers gently spread. Now we want to distribute the curve evenly through the whole length of the spine. So gently pull into the hands and pull the chest forward just a bit, lifting the chest, shoulders coming back and down away from the ears. Now we do not drop the head back. That's not very good for the neck. But you can lift the chin a little bit, keeping the length of the neck and feeling that curve evenly distributed through the whole spine. Rather than just folding in the lower back, as you pull the chest forward, you have a nice curve through the whole spine. Let's close our eyes. We start with our 3-part wave breath. Inhale to the belly and hold for a moment. Inhale deeper into the ribs, expanding, holding here for a moment. And inhale to the top of the lungs, top of the head, and hold with the lungs full for a moment. And exhaling the opposite direction, a third of the way down, pausing for a moment, holding the breath. And exhaling the next third of the way down, releasing the chest, pausing for a moment, holding the breath. And exhale to the end of the breath, the belly moves to the spine and pause, holding the breath, the lungs empty. You can do the next 2 rounds in your own time. the center of the chest, the heart center. As we breathe slowly and deeply, feel that we are breathing in through the center of the chest, expanding and opening the heart center. As we breathe out, feel that you are breathing out through the center of the chest. Wherever your mind goes, the energy and breath flows. So keep the mind gently resting in the heart center in the middle of your chest. As you inhale, feel that opening and expanding of the heart center. As you exhale, feel that you are releasing any emotions and energy that you no longer want to hold on to. You're always finding that moment of stillness, the pause at the end of every breath. We bring a gentle smile to the face. It helps to open the heart center. A gentle smile helps to relax the body and mind, sending the message to the brain. We can practice with gratitude for this opportunity to heal ourselves and to focus on our evolution. Take a deep breath in together. And as we exhale, slowly slide the elbows to the sides, lowering the chest back down to the mat. And resting the forehead on the back of the hands as a pillow. Let's close the eyes and take a deep, relaxing breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. One more time. Fill your lower back with that breath and energy. As you exhale, let everything melt into the mat. Taking a moment to look within to feel the effects of the posture. Moving into the next posture, we bring the right foot back to the center of the mat. Then bring the left foot back to the center. Let's place the hands under the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, pressing back up onto the hands and knees. Now let's bring the big toes together, touching, and spread the knees as wide as the mat. Big toes touch, knees spread as wide as the mat. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. As we exhale, slowly sinking the hips back down into the child's pose. This feels like it's a bit difficult or tense. You can place a cushion between the buttocks and the heels. Now let's crawl the fingers as far away from the top of the head as we can to lengthen the spine. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, let the arms relax completely and resting the forehead either on the mat or on a cushion or a towel, whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's close the eyes and return to the three-part wave breath to start the posture. As you inhale, fill the belly, and then hold for moments. Inhale into the chest, expanding the ribs, holding for a moment here. And inhale into the top of the lungs and the top of the head, holding the breath at the end for a moment with the lungs full. Exhaling a third of the way down and pausing for a moment, holding the breath. Exhaling another third of the way down, releasing the chest, pausing, holding the breath for a moment. And finishing the exhalation, releasing the belly back to the spine, pausing for a moment at the end of exhalation with the lungs empty. Continuing with the next 2 rounds in your own time. Now we continue to follow the breath to the end. Fill every cell with breath as you gently inhale deeply, filling your entire body with breath and energy. And as you breathe in, feel that you're breathing in through every cell, every pore on your skin. And as you exhale, let everything melt, surrendering into the posture. Finding the moment of stillness at the end of every breath. Gently releasing the pose as we inhale, walking the hands into the body, coming up into the kneeling position as we relax the hands to the top of the legs, taking a deep relaxing breath here. Closing the eyes, looking within. Every time that we look within, we avoid giving it a name, a label, or a story. We feel and observe our internal state. More feeling, less thinking. Gently move into the next pose. Let's lean forward onto the hands, bring the knees under the hips. Step that right foot forward, making sure the knees are over the heel. We're going to stay here in this position. If you need to, you can fold your mat in half and place more cushion under the back knee, or you can place a towel or a blanket under the back knee. So let's bring both hands to the top of the right knee. Gently lift the chest and feel that nice stretch in the left psoas muscle. This is an intense posture for some of us. We won't stay here quite as long as the other postures. Let's close our eyes to find the inner balance. And this time we're just going to breathe deep into the left psoas muscle. As you inhale, expand that part of your body. As you exhale, maybe you gently deepen into the posture. Finding the moment of stillness at the end of every breath. tend to hold a lot of emotional tension within our hips, especially in the psoas muscle. Taking the time to release this tension also helps to release the blockages at the energetic and emotional levels. Everything is connected. Everything is energy. By releasing the physical body, we can help to release the emotional and even mental blockages. Let's gently release the pose. Bring the hands down to the mat. And slowly sliding the right foot back, coming into the kneeling position, relaxing the hands on the top of the legs. Take a deep, relaxing breath here. Closing the eyes to look within. Feeling the difference between the left side and the right side. Let's gently move to the other side, leaning forward onto the hands. This time we step the left foot forward. Make sure the knee is over the heel, finding that edge of flexibility. We'll bring the hands to the top of the left leg, lifting the chest gently. Let's close our eyes to find the inner balance. Begin to breathe deeply into the right psoas muscle, the front of the right hip, where you feel that stretch. As you inhale, expand and open this part of your body. And as you exhale, perhaps you deepen gently into the posture. Follow each breath to the end, stabilizing the mind on the breath. Gently release the posture by bringing the hands to the floor, sliding the left foot back and coming into the kneeling position. Relaxing the hands to the top of the legs, closing the eyes, and taking a deep, relaxing breath. We look within to observe and feel all the levels of our being, physical, energetic, emotional, and mental. Let's come into our last postures of the day. Bring the hands back to the top of the mat. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Step the feet back into the plank pose. Inhale here. Then exhale to down dog. Take a moment to walk the heels out, releasing any tension, any movements you like here. Connecting to the breath. The deeper we breathe, the more energy we bring into the body and mind. The deeper we breathe, the healthier we are and the longer we live. So we train this skill, this habit of deep breathing here on the mat so that we learn to breathe deep everywhere. Let's come into our last hip opening posture by sliding the left knee down to the mat in the center of the mat and moving the left foot to the outside right edge of the mat. Bring the right knee in behind the left in the center of the mat, and slide the right foot to the left edge of the mat. Now this can be an intense stretch, so you might want to put a cushion under your buttocks. Or gently with awareness, move back, sitting on the mat. If this feels like it's much too intense, you can release that top knee a bit and still feel a nice stretch in the left hip. If you're feeling more flexible, stack the left knee on top of the right. Now let's take an inhale. You can either stay here with the fingertips to the sides of the hips. If that's the edge of your flexibility, remember, listen to your body first and the teacher second. If you'd like to go deeper, inhale the arms up. Reach up through the fingertips. Create length in the spine. Keep that length. Keep reaching through the fingertips as you fold forward. And release the hands to the floor. And take a deep breath here. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. You can rest the chin over the top of the knee. Let's close our eyes. We'll start with the 3-part wave breath. As you inhale, fill the belly, expanding, and hold for a moment. And inhale into the chest, expanding the ribs, holding for a moment here. And inhaling all the way to the top of the lungs, the top of the head, holding for a moment here with the lungs full. Exhaling a third of the way down, pausing for a moment, holding the breath. Exhaling another third of the way down, releasing the ribs, pausing here, holding the breath. And exhaling to empty the lungs, the belly moves to the spine to finish the breath and hold with the lungs empty. You can do 2 more rounds in your own time. Wherever you are, let's keep the body still. Just the breath is flowing now. You can breathe deep into the hips. Expand the body with the breath. As we exhale, we let everything relax and soften, finding the moment of stillness at the end of every breath. Slowly release by inhaling. Coming back into the seat. Let's spread the legs wide. Hands behind the back. Taking a deep, relaxing breath here. With the eyes closed, we look within. Feel the effects of our practice. Let's come into the last posture. The same posture on the other side. We can cross the ankles and lean forward onto the knees and hands. Let's take the right knee to the center of the mat. Take the left leg off the floor as you slide the right foot to the left edge of the mat. Bring the left knee down behind the right knee and slide the left foot to the outside edge, the right edge of the mat. Move carefully with awareness, coming back into the seat. Remember, you can sit on a cushion if you need to, or you can release the top leg a bit to lessen the intensity of the stretch. You can either begin with the fingertips on either side of the hips and stay here if this is the edge of your flexibility. If you'd like to go deeper, we inhale the arms up and reach as high as you can, keeping that length as you reach through the fingertips, exhaling forward. Relaxing the hands to the floor and bringing the chin over the knee if this is available to you. Wherever you are, find the edge of your flexibility. Close the eyes. Connect to the breath. Let's begin with the three-part wave breath. In your own time, doing 3 rounds of the wave breath. Continuing to breathe deep into the hips, using the breath to expand the body. And allowing the exhalation to release tension from the body and mind. As we inhale, we slowly release the pose. As we exhale, release the hands behind the back. Spreading the feet as wide as the mat, the legs straight. Take a deep, relaxing breath here. Closing the eyes, looking within to feel the benefits of your practice. Becoming aware of your emotional and mental state, observing yourself from within. Now you can choose to join me for our longer breathing practice, or you can lay down on your back for a final relaxation. If you're going into the relaxation, it's much more effective to relax each part of your body consciously. This takes you into a deeper relaxed state, and the body receives the benefits of the practice much more effectively than if you just space out or fall asleep.